Christmas time is here, happiness and cheer, fun for all that children call their favorite.
Hello, welcome to Cooking Together Generations, episode 23. Today we are going to be making appetizers for all of your holiday get-togethers. I don't know about you and your family, but I know that all of us, like, our favorite part of the day is actually appetizers. I think we prefer that to dinner. Dinner's just, to make sure we're not full when we leave, Christmas party, but normally we just fill up on appetizers. So we're going to show you some of our favorites, some things to kind of spruce up the before you open up your presents and that kind of thing, make people a little more patient to open up their gifts. So I'm going to start with one of my favorites over here. We're going to be making asparagus wraps. There's all kinds of different ways you can make this and switch it up, but today we're going to do something a little special that I haven't had yet. Grandpa's idea was to do it this way, so it's going to be really awesome. I'm excited. So what we've got here is 2 pieces of white bread. Cut the crust off, and then you're just going to use a rolling pin to make sure they're flat because we're going to roll them up. And we want them to be flat, otherwise they're going to start to rip as you roll everything up. And then in here, we have melted 1 cube of cream cheese. I've got half a teaspoon of some garlic powder, about 2 tablespoons of chives, and then I shredded some Parmesan in here as well, some fresh Parmesan. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this bread. You're going to want to make sure this is a little soft, so you'll probably want to soften up your cream cheese, and then you can mix the rest of the stuff together. You can do that in the microwave. Just about 30 seconds usually, otherwise you're going to end up with
Soup.
You don't want that.
Just a guess.
So we're going to spread it on our bread here, and then we're going to take 2 pieces of asparagus. Who took my prosciutto? Oh no. There it is.
The cameraman had it.
Gosh.
He was gonna eat it.
Whoops.
Kept moving everything. Alright, so then we're gonna take the most important part, which is the prosciutto, in my opinion. We're gonna wrap our 2 pieces of asparagus here. And then we're gonna put that on the edge of the bread here, and then we're gonna roll kind of like you're rolling a burrito. Get everything nice and tight in there. And then the seam of the bread is going to go down on your pan, and that's just to make sure that it doesn't roll open when it's baking.
Is that a pre-greased pan?
It is. Thank you, Grandpa, for reminding me. So I've just sprayed it with a little like canola oil. You could use your avocado oil that we've shown in the past.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Just make sure your pan is coated in some way so that they don't stick. 2 more pieces of asparagus. Wrap that up with a little meat. Save some for yourself. Let me just try not to talk with this. All right, onto the pan. Right here, I've got some melted butter. We're just gonna take that, put it over the top of our pieces of bread, and I've already done it with the rest of them that I've got done here. And that's gonna help them get toasty and brown on top. And then we're gonna take some more Parmesan and shred that over the top, and that's gonna get nice and crispy, give it a little buttery, nutty top. I'm just gonna do more over all of them because we like cheese.
Yeah.
More cheese.
More cheese. All right, so got those all coated with some Parmesan. These are gonna go into the oven at 400 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes or until they're brown and crispy on top. I'm going to pass it on over to Dad.
I have for you a Christmas time favorite. I guess it's a favorite all the time when you're having get-togethers. I mean, it's a popular dish. But I'm going to do some cranberry meatballs. Keeping the cranberry sauce and keeping it all in the festive season. So what I've done is I've taken 1 can of cranberry sauce and I put it in a bowl. I mixed it with 1 jar of mild jalapeno jelly. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of a spicy dish here. All right. I've taken and I put in 2 tablespoons of some fresh lemon juice. I squeeze that all in. All right. And then a little bit of garlic that I took a clove, I minced it, chopped it. The recipe sometimes calls for garlic salt or garlic powder, but any kind you can use, just regular fresh garlic, it always gives you a much better flavor, and I think adds a little bit of texture to the meatballs themselves. So then what I did was, what do you want?
I love garlic.
You want to eat a whole clove? Now you can roast these. If you've ever had roasted cloves of garlic, that is awesome. Put them in a little garlic roaster, roast them up and eat them. It's wonderful.
This might be TMI, but if you do need to clear yourself out, eating a whole clove of garlic is the way to do it.
It's a purification thing, right?
Yes, it's a cleanse.
It's a cleanse. It's definitely a cleanse. So after I've mixed all the lemon juice, the cranberry sauce, the mild jalapeno jelly, and the garlic together to create a sauce, then what I take, now you can make your own meatballs, but for purposes of this show, I went out and bought myself just a bag of meatballs. Obviously they come, Armour makes them, everybody makes meatball. But I took 2 bags of these and I put them in my crock pot. And then I took the sauce and I poured them over the top and I turned it on high for about an hour. Stirring occasionally 2 or 3 times during that hour just to make sure I'm not getting any kind of a burn on the bottom. And then I turned it down on low, and these have been going for about 2 hours now. So 1 hour on high, 2 hours on low, we're good to go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plate these. So, oh, smell that smell. So I'm gonna put 3 meatballs. That looks chintzy. Let's go 5 meatballs on the plate.
Can't go wrong.
And then you're gonna grab a little bit of that cranberry garlic au jus, and you're gonna kind of just pour that over the top.
That smells wonderful from here.
Garnish it with a few jalapenos. And then put a little bit of fresh parsley over the top. Like so. And then I always put a toothpick in here, just so you've got something to do. Now I know the cameraman's back there going, hey, where's mine? Where's mine? So, because it's the holidays, and we really appreciate our cameraman, I'm gonna do a little cameraman sample here.
We like him, I guess.
Here you go, cameraman. He can let us know. And that's a really simple way to serve up a jalapeno meatball, cranberry jalapeno meatball for the holidays.
It's hot, but it's really good.
He says they're hot, but they're really good.
Really good though. Well,
in case you missed that.
let that cool off for a few minutes.
I like all the sounds coming from behind the camera.
It's really good, actually.
I'm going to pass this off to
fine.
Grandpa now because he's going to make something that's going to help cool that off a little bit.
There you go.
Well, I kind of like to watch my sugar. So,
What's it do?
this is a... It goes up and down. Goes up and down.
It does up and down.
This is a low-fat, low-sugar eggnog. So what we've done here, we started out, we've got some milk. I'm going to add a little more in a minute, but you end up with about 5 cups of milk, 5.5. I'm going to add a package of sugar-free vanilla pudding, like so, and a tablespoon of vanilla extract.
Rum extract would be good too.
I'm putting rum extract in it. And the reason we're putting the rum extract in it is because if you don't want to put any alcohol in it, you've got the rum flavor going for you, okay? So now, and I'm going to put now this is a fake sugar, folks. I'm going to put just a little fake sugar in it, probably a little over a teaspoon, okay? And we're going to mix that up here, get this thing on there the right way, and just, there we go. Probably about all we need like that. I'm going to put just a little more milk in it to get it up there. About 5 cups of liquid.
This is my favorite holiday.
One more little buzz here. There we are. Okay, get some of this stuff out of my way here. And what I'm going to do here is we'll just. I think Grandpa needs a little real rum in
I
his.
was like, wait, you're
Okay.
not gonna add any real rum in there?
Okay, we'll add a little real rum in there. How's that? That good? I'm going to save that one because that's going to be the kitty one. So we're going to take.
Here.
Yeah.
Questionable.
So we'll just do that. No, that's really nice because seriously, the kids are going to want it. So there's no rum in it. So the kids can have it. I'll just set it down there. Okay. So now once we have that, we need a little nutmeg on it. And I always like to grind my own with the whole clove.
It's way better that way.
Yeah.
Way better. And just a little, maybe a little mint leaf in there, just to jazz it up a little bit, like so. Probably the mint leaf that looks a little better than that one there. Well, here we go. That one right there looks good. Okay, and there we have it. We have your eggnog with the rum and your eggnog without the rum. I'm just going to take that over here and set that on the thing there.
That eggnog
So-
might end up.
Might end up being golden.
Yeah. So we're gonna take the asparagus wraps out of the oven. They're looking a little crispy around the edges,
Oh,
just
yeah.
the way we want them. Ooh,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
good.
that's my favorite thing in the world.
Great. Make sure these aren't sticking. Oh yeah, they're perfect. Get my plate here, and we're just gonna plate these up. Oh yeah. Nice and crispy, and the cheese is melted on top.
Cameraman hand again. He had a meatball.
This is what happens when you have a firefighter behind the camera. He's like, oh, we gotta turn the oven off. Make sure nothing sets on fire.
Guys leave it on every episode. Just trying to help.
Alright, look, oh man, look at this little...
Mm.
Look at that.
Look at
That's
that.
some
Oh, you
talent.
did
a good
Did
job.
you plan that out to make a pyramid like that?
No, but it worked out. And there it is, folks. Some good appetizers. You can add, your veggie tray next to this. We like to do smoked oysters, your
Shrimp,
cheese and crackers, shrimp cocktail, and you've got some awesome appetizers. You don't even have to make dinner if you have enough appetizers out. It's just sometimes we really aren't hungry for dinner. So if you liked the episode, if you liked what you saw today and you want to watch more, make sure to subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Make sure to follow us on Instagram. You can see all the fancy photos that we take of the food and you can salivate over those. Make sure to follow us on Facebook. We just put our store up on Facebook, so now you can shop from the Facebook page as well as from our website, cookingtogether.com. And that's got all of our new coffee blends up on there. We've got some merch, some hats and aprons, all kinds of stuff for you, and you can of course buy the cookbook. And we are still trying to sell. Oh yeah, don't forget your motorboat.
Motorboat chopper.
Yes,
Love my motorboat.
and we're still trying to sell 500 cookbooks by
Still
Christmas.
trying to sell
Still
500
trying- yep.
cookbooks by
We're getting-
Christmas. I
we're
really
getting
need your
closer.
help. Things slowed down a little bit, folks. So I know you're
What
all
do you
out
mean?
there.
I just sold 6.
I just sold 3, so
I guess things
nine.
haven't
There's
slowed
9.
So hang in there for me. Really help me out. I like to say, I don't like to do it by Christmas, so I got 2 weeks. I didn't take count yet, but 9, 6, I don't know where I am. But hang in there with me and help me out do this, okay?
we really appreciate all your support. Gotta grab my drink here.
Yeah.
Just make sure you keep cooking together and enjoy the holidays. Eat some appetizers. Yeah.
Great.
Next week we're going to give you some side dishes.
Yeah. Side dishes
Tune in
for the
next
holidays.
Tune in next Sunday, okay?
Cheers!
Cheers. Keep cooking together.
Christmas time is here.